Welcome back everyone. This is of course the legendary Porpoise, and today's video is going to be a fun one. Well, if you consider death, destruction, and mercenaries fun. But hey, just like I told you in the last video, Barviel Keep is the home to Anuck Barviel, a man who was once a human, but is now descended into a void of nothing but vengeance and rage. He leads a large and organized group of bloodthirsty mercenaries throughout the eastern continent that raid, pillage, and murder anyone who stands in their way. So today's video, of course, is going to focus on Barviel Keep itself. We'll be focusing mainly on the exterior, as I haven't finished the interior just yet because it's going to be really large, complicated, and it's going to take some time to create. Now this is located, this location in Elmorn, has such a different theme going on, and I can't wait to show you in the walkthrough. And just like this project, the channel is also growing, so seeing so many new people come in and enjoy the content is really awesome, and I thank all of you for being here. Also, consider subscribing if you haven't already, join the Discord, and stay updated with what's happening behind the scenes. But without further ado, let's throw on some menacing music and finish the time lapse. Alright, so here we are at the entrance of Barviel Keep, and you can see here cages, corpses, everything hanging, from towers and things like that. It's kind of a desolate color palette, very basic neutral colors. But yeah, this is going to be it, and it's going to be like this the whole time around. So we're going to go in the main entrance here, and you can see already we have cages right here to the left. That's where they would hoard new prisoners in before they process them, humiliate them publicly, and move them onto their cells. But we're going to take a right on in here, and this is going to be an area that's going to lead into the building in which Anuck Barviel is housed, where his office, where his bedroom, everything would be. And you can see here it's filled with, arrows, spears, weaponry, all the good stuff that makes a mercenary outpost just really, really cool, and so obviously this takes the same theme as the outpost from the most recent video, because this is the same group of mercenaries. So here we go. We're going to go down the path here a little bit, and if you see me bumping up and down, it's because of the mud block. I do apologize about that. It looks a little funny, but just try to ignore it as best you can. But here we can have more housing, barracks for the troops, things like that, pretty much, and a little bit of storage areas. Now this whole base is going to have a very large underground area through the mountain and everything, so you're going to see that later on in the second video for the interiors. But here we have a small little, not necessarily a shop, but pretty much where you could go to get armor, weapons, things like that. Just when you're heading out for a raid, you need to be best equipped, and that's where it is. So going down here, you can see we have the hanging stand. Obviously, I tried to make it a little bit realistic, with the noose and the barrel underneath and everything like that, kind of old-fashioned. But you would walk up here and put them on the barrel, strap them up, and kick the barrel out. And we got some trapdoors under the barrels that would release, and in theory the barrel would fall down and the person would hang and they would die. So it's right here in the center. We have pyres where they also burn people alive. You can see bones on the ground and stuff like that they leave just because. This group, it just does not care for human life at all. These are cages in which they would put their prisoners in before the public executions of whatever kind. You can see the cages hanging from all the buildings with corpse, the flies all around them, and all this kind of stuff. So there's a lot going on here. It's a very brutal area. It's just, I personally wouldn't want to step foot in here. I mean, I built it, but I would never want to step foot in this place at all. This building is going to house where we go down to the torture chambers, and the other one to the right of that is actually going to go down into the actual dock area that's going to come out of the mountain at the base. Here we have cages for animals, where they would keep wolves and things like that. And here, of course, we have the blacksmith. So, of course, this is the main base. This is going to be where most of the weapons, pretty much all the weapons are made. But you can see here I tried to make it kind of like out in its own little corner, have its own little spot. The blacksmith has his own area, and I just really like the way that it came out. We did that on stream, and everyone helped out with building it, and I got a lot of great inspiration from the community, which was amazing. So thank you so much for that. But we're going to do a quick little fly around. I know you kind of saw this a little bit in the intro, but here it is. So it's actually a pretty large keep. I mean, this is not something small. This is pretty large. And like I said, it's going to have a massive underground structure as well for anything. I mean, it's going to be storage, like I said, torture chambers, weapon rooms, like everything you can think of is going to all be underground. So that's why I had to do this in a two-part video, because that's going to take way too long for me to do in one, and the video would have to be like 25 minutes long, and that's not cool. No one wants to watch that. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you really like the way that this keep is coming out with its very nasty lore. But either way, thank you so much for tuning in once again to another video. This is a Legendary Porpoise signing off. Have a wonderful day, and happy gaming.